Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to the Monday recap, and we're actually on time today, and I actually have a miniature gavel in my hand. I don't know why this is here. I do know why. I picked this up for my mom and just forgot to give it to her. But anyways, let's talk about what's going on this week in the channel. It really comes down to variety being the spice of life, and what the heck does that mean in regards to the channel. Also, you may notice before we talk about that, there's been some changes in the background. I removed everything from this shelf and really just displayed the sort of problems I'm having acquiring amiibos. And really, it's not until you put amiibos on a shelf do you realize that, hey, maybe you bought too many, or maybe you shouldn't have bought any at all. But that's a whole different story. So variety is the spice of life. You know, last week we talked about mixing things up a little bit, not necessarily mixing things up, but adding a little bit more spice to the gumbo pot. And I started to see that surface a little bit more and more through the comments. And so this week on the channel, the 6 o'clock slot this week is going to be something completely, I don't say completely new, but completely random as to what's been going on the past 3 weeks with all Fallout. So Shelter right now and New Vegas aren't going anywhere, but at 6 o'clock each day this week, there's going to be something new. And so today, Monday, you guys had a chance to see the first episode of Rocket League. So tomorrow at 6 isn't going to be Rocket League 2. It's going to be something different, or bringing something back, or there's going to be a lot of tinkering going on, and I think I'm going to continue to leave that open for now. And just, sorry, this is where my whiteboard is with the chart and every video that needs to be uploaded and created. One of these days I'm going to show it to you, I promise you that. But so yeah, so the 6 o'clock slot is going to be a variety, is the spice of life all week, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, so outside of that, and I want to ask you guys' opinion on this. For the first time, I guess you could say, I was sent an offer to create a few videos, and it's kind of an offer, I guess. I mean, it was a pitch, whatever. Either way, it was an offer to cover a game on the channel for compensation, and I'm not sure right now how I feel about that. You know, that's not the point of, you know, what I'm building or what we're building here. And so I just kind of wanted, that's going to be a question of the day, is what do you guys think about that, and how do you think it should have a place on the channel, and if so, how do you think that would happen? And this isn't something that, like, you know, happens all the time. It just, you know, this one just randomly popped up, said, hey, you want to cover this game for a few episodes for X amount, blah blah blah. And so I don't know, you know, I guess I just never really, you know, thought of the channel in that way, because I just have fun doing it. But inevitably, if things continue to go as they are and grow, you know, I imagine at some point we'll have to cross that bridge. But I'm interested to hear your opinion on that and your thoughts on it, and maybe if you've experienced it on other channels, you know, what your take on that has been. I know probably a few months ago, Mathis had posted a video about having an open discussion about it. I think that's a good thing to do. This one, I just don't think I'm going to do. I don't think the game's a right fit. But of course, if I were to do that, you know, obviously I would want to hear from you guys first, but it'd be full disclosure. It's not like I'm like, hey, I'm doing Fallout Shelter and getting paid millions of dollars, which wouldn't make sense at all, because they made $5 million anyways. So outside of that, another thing I wanted to show you guys today, outside of the gavel, was I had a stack of comics, and I always do this. I always get something that I'm like, oh, this would be great to share and show you guys on the vlog, and then I end up taking it home or whatever. So I don't want to forget that anymore. But there are a few comics that I rated that I think some of you guys with similar tastes, you know, and things that you like, you guys would enjoy some of these. Outside of that, I'm thinking other random stuff. I got a new fitness band. So this one is you can't. I mean, it's there. You go. You can see it. This one is the Flex HR. So it'll show you. It'll show you steps and your heart rate and all that kind of stuff. But the reason I got it is because I used to have the Fitbit Flex. I think that's what it's called. And it just showed the dots on it, which was fine. But then I kept going in the water with it, and eventually that broke. And then I got to a point where I needed time on here because I'm coaching football. Like, I was wearing my Fitbit Flex and then a huge watch over the top. And it was like, you know, I had like slap bands all the way up my arm from the 80s. that has nothing to do with here or there in the channel. I just want to share that with you guys. I really like this. It's cool. It works. It shows your heart rate. So there's a new thing on the Fitbit Flex app that it shows like your heart rate throughout the day. It's pretty cool. It's a really cool feature, and I like it, so I wanted to share that with you guys. But outside of that, I did want to show you guys. I don't think I've showed you guys in vlog format, but this is the new forum. So there's a forum that was created for us to hang out and talk. It's at dangiesling.tv/forum, and there's some cool stuff going on right now. Right now there's a community off-stream tournament going on in Hearthstone, so that's kind of all set up. That's pretty cool, and it's just cool for people to connect with outside of comments and outside of Twitch chat. Hearthstone match wins. Let's see if anyone won here. Okay, so this tournament has just started, I believe today. So that's cool. It's cool for people that like to hang out in the community and play games and stuff and talk about different games. And speaking of, one of the topics of conversation on the forum that really had me, kind of looking into it was someone, posted, not someone, Dingo posted, hey, you should check out Life is Strange. And then it kind of evolved in this conversation about what really Life is Strange is and if it'd be a good fit for the channel. And it's just cool. It's really what, the forum is meant for, is discussing these things. And it's cool because there's some conflicting opinions on Life is Strange, which I haven't checked out yet. And, there's some other games on the channel or some other games on the list before we get to that, if we get to that. But it was cool. People had conflicting opinions, but it never got to the point of like, of trolling, which was, I really appreciate that. And that's what I think separates the community. And that's what I really like about the community outside of, being able to share different things with you and so like that, but is that everyone seems to have a general respect for each other, and it doesn't get, to the point where you would normally see in a lot of online communities or on the internet. So that's cool. Outside of that, I'll be streaming Wednesday at 7 p.m. with an asterisk. I may have to do it a little later because of some work, or not work, some football related things. I don't know yet, but as of right now, I'll just put it down for 7 p.m. I will post, if there's an updated time, I will post it on Twitter and also in the forum, for those of you guys that do watch the Wednesday night streams. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the channel numbers for the week. So last week we had about 25,000, almost 26,000 views. We dropped a little bit to 20,000 views this week. Last week there were 1,228 likes. This week we're down to 1,000 likes. Still really good in comparison. Comments were from 505 last week down to 305. And then subscribers were at 212 last week, two weeks in a row at 212. And then went down a little bit to 156. And guys, you have to remember, even though the subscribers went down, I'm still really excited about the growth of the channel, because prior to, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, the subscribers per week were like +4, -7, +3, -1. So it's just cool. I mean, it's always exciting to have new people join the community, join the channel. And so whether you've been here since the OG days or, this is your first vlog you're watching, thank you so much for being part of our little channel here. And of course, we always like to end with the subscriber of the week. And the subscriber of the week, it is her second time, and it's for a simple comment. When I create these vlogs, I got to a point where I lost count of the number of vlogs, and I like to keep these numbers and keep stats. And so Tracy Chang actually left a comment on the last one saying, hey, it's been 47 total vlogs, this being 48. So we're getting close to, I guess, 52 straight weeks of vlogs, which is cool. I mean, it's just a little milestone, but in the grand scheme of things, I have a hard time fathoming thinking that I've sat down 52 times and recorded a vlog. It's just, I don't know, it's weird, but I really appreciate when people do things like that and help out the channel in whatever way possible. Not to mention that Tracy's always trolling on Twitter about Shenmue. So Tracy, congratulations. You ma'am, are the subscriber or commenter of the week. And whether you're a lurker or you comment all the time or never or somewhere in between, thank you guys for watching the channel and subscribing and watching the videos and leaving your opinions on what you like to see on the channel and what you don't, in terms of a lot of people, I started to see people saying, hey, we love Fallout Shelter and New Vegas, but is there something else too for those people that don't like Fallout? So I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna give you guys the final. I'm gonna end the vlog like that. I'll see you guys next week, and hope you guys enjoy the new stuff, the new spice at the 6 p.m. slot this week. I'll see you guys next week.